Hey guys, welcome back to Paradise. And I know what you're thinking, I'm not holding the phone for one time. Every once in a while we get parked next to a spot with like a tree or a rock that I can actually balance it on. So right now, it's balancing on a rock. So I thought I'd give you a little wider view of what we're going to be doing today. But don't worry, in a second, I'll be picking up the phone because I'm going to be giving you a tour of our new vehicle, slash home, slash truck, slash whatever you want to call it. So this is just our basic F-150 here, if you can see there. Just basic XL, so there's like no gizmos and gadgets in it whatsoever. Exactly what we wanted. So just a basic work truck. It came out of Oklahoma off the oil fields, so it's definitely ready to work. It's got a way higher payload than our Chevy did, and as I'll show you in a second, it actually has a way better interior than the Chevy did. So without further ado, let's look inside. Alright, first things first, like I said, F-150, just your basic XL there, so that means just basic, nothing really going on the inside. Then, on the outside here, we'll start with, well, let's just look at the front here quick. So, just your basic black, nothing really chrome or anything fancy there. Got fog lights, I guess. But then we'll move around. We got the E-rated tires here, just the basic steel wheels. Nothing, no fancy alloy ones like all the rest of them. So the one thing I really like about this truck is the gigantic windows, as you can see there. Hi, I guess I'm in the view. You can, the Chevy just kind of ends here, like at this point, and goes all the way across. This one goes down, so when you're actually sitting in it, you get a lot better view outside, so the windows are huge. And then also, another amazing thing is the hood, I guess, is not gigantic. With the Chevy, it just felt massive. The Ford here, if you could see that, it kind of leans a little bit down. So when you're in the truck, you can actually see like what's in front of you. With the Chevy, it kind of went like straight out and then just dropped off, but it felt like it went like way out to here. So then you couldn't really see where you were going, especially on like crazy roads like kind of what we're on here now. So that is a very big plus. So we got some basic running boards on it, so that kind of nice, because actually I believe this truck actually sits a lot higher than the Chevy did, so it's actually nice to get it in to get in. And then obviously when we put the top down too, now we don't have to open the door in order to like tuck the top in, so it doesn't get caught in the whatever, the top when it goes down. So let's go inside here. So this is just the front, just your basic. It doesn't have crank windows. We wanted crank windows, but that was just a thing we had to kind of deal with. So power lock, power windows, that stuff. But otherwise, we got basic vinyl seats here. No cranks or anything, just basic. Got one lever there. And then mechanical, or just your bar down below to move the seats. And this one actually has like, they don't come with floor seats. This is just already like built-in rubber. So the whole bottom is just rubber. So if we ever need to clean out, you can pretty much just like hose it out if you want to, which I thought was kind of a nice feature. And then for now, we just have kind of towels, I guess, as our seat cover. So it works out well until we get some sort of a covering to put on top of these, since the dogs. Then this back here is the one that kind of opens up like that. So it'll open up farther, but since I have it up on the stands, it'll hit that. But so we'll just open it that far. But then you can see there how much room you got. And if you remember the Chevy at all, this back seat was actually way smaller, so we gained so much more room in the back seat. As you can see, I already built the bed back there. I think the Chevy probably ended about like right there, so we're gaining like all the rest of this space down below there, so I can fit pretty much everything we need to in the back seat, which is fantastic. And actually half of this wood that I used to build this and the front thing I'll show you in a second is from the Chevy build. This is from the Chevy build. The Chevy build, all this, and this is all this little rubber stuff is all from the Chevy. But otherwise it's just kind of scrap stuff we found along the way and kind of easily built, just your basic frame. We got some particle board, which I really don't like, so we're going to keep our eye out for some actual plywood just so we don't get slivers and stuff. But this pad is actually from the back. If you remember when we took the back seats out, or the back bench out of the camper, that's the pad from it. So we just kept that, and it doesn't really cover that much. So we got pillows and blankets and everything else, towels, just kind of covering it for now to kind of keep it cozy back there for the dogs. But underneath it's fantastic, so I'll let you look in there a little bit. It's way better than the Chevy, because this one actually has like a flat floor all the way across, besides like this little hump here, but just humps up and then that's all flat. so you could fit a lot more stuff in here. With the Chevy, it like went, whatever, was like halfway, and then it had like a huge hump in the middle going that way. So you really couldn't utilize a lot of the space, and it was, as I said, a lot narrower too. So it really couldn't fit. I think we could barely, I think it fit the cast iron perfectly. So that was like where the leg was at. So we're gaining all that space. So it's like going to be massive for the dogs in the back seat, which I'm excited for them. And then excited for us, because now we can put all of our stuff in the back seat instead of having it in the back. So then when we jump to the back, we don't have to move all that stuff to the front in order to have space in the back, if that made sense. So anyways, this is kind of a mess right now, which we don't really have that much stuff, but it's still got some random stuff in here that we don't need. But we'll have the cast iron back here as we do. We'll have the stainless steel pot that we keep the dogs' food in, that we cook for them. That'll be back here. All of our, like, this is just our grate that we put the cast iron on and all these little things. But once we get rid of some stuff, then we'll, I can show you around, because we still got, like, there's your hubcaps for the tires that we're not going to use. But anyways, so that's pretty much the back seat. Like I said, just a basic bed frame, and then I put a piece of wood on top of it, and there's your bed, or there's your pillow there. So in the front, we actually had a jump seat. First off, I had to figure out what the word was actually called, but it's called a jump seat. So it's a seat that's in the middle, and then it folds down. It's an actual just a seat, and doesn't turn really into anything. But so that's kind of bolted into the floor. So I had to remove this seat, the driver's seat, and the passenger seat in order to get that out. So once I ripped that out, that thing is actually really heavy. Don't have a scale, but it was really heavy. So once we got that out, then I kind of built this thing into it. And this is going to hold kind of just our random stuff, like our laptop and whatever else we'll have, some little random things. I put some pegs in there, if you can see that, to be ready for whenever I find some more wood to make a shelf. I can just leave it in there, and then I can just sit it on there, so we'll have another shelf. But then it won't be sitting here, because that's where we had it in the Chevy, and it always slide around, so now it'll be in its own little compartment there. And then I just built kind of another little bed thing, so the dogs can lay here, and then they have the whole back area there too as well. So pretty nice spot for the bed for the dogs, so they should enjoy it, especially with only 3. So we got more room for more if we ever want to get more. We'll see. But so then, yeah, just your basic front, nothing fancy there. We got 4-wheel drive and locking diff, which were the main things that we wanted here. Oh, and by the way, let's see where it's at. There we go. There's our payload, 2093. So we're way higher. We were at like 1,700 on the Chevy. So that's the main reasons we got it, was those 2 things and the payload. But anyways, well, we got tons of cigarette lighters and all that jazz, which we don't really need. You got the one USB cord, basic little tiny TV screen. But then we have this little compartment up here, which I think they usually keep like their clipboards and stuff at. We're going to keep this notebook up there. And we're going to be keeping like our receipts on everything. And we're going to be keeping track of our budget and bills for the month. And then so you guys can keep an eye out for that. We're going to probably, starting next year, we're going to try to make a video a month and just show you what our budget is and what we spend on everything. So then you guys can kind of see how we live our life and how we keep our bills so low. So keep an eye out for that one. We're excited about that, just to keep ourselves on budget as well. Since we just got this, now we can hopefully just be out for a while and not have to worry about anything. But that's kind of the basics of the truck there. I'm sure if I missed anything. But anyways, dog's ready to play. Aren't you guys? Yeah. Anyways, sun just set, so we're going to go enjoy the night. Hopefully we'll have some more videos out soon. But anyways, that was kind of a quick overview. Actually, still 8 minutes long. But we'll have some more videos for you soon once we get it all organized and clean and painted and whatever else we need to do with it. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.